Yo, what's up, guys? So, listen to this. Our planet's literally ripping itself apart. I'm not kidding. Africa, the second biggest continent on Earth, is splitting in two. And the craziest part? Scientists say a brand new ocean is being born right now, underneath our feet. I know it sounds like something out of a sci fi movie, but this is real geology, not some conspiracy TikTok. So, buckle up. We're diving deep into how Africa's breaking up, what it means for the future of our planet, and how one day there might be a whole new ocean on the map. The crack that shocked scientists. All right, let's roll back to 2005, Ethiopia. Out of nowhere, a huge crack, I'm talking kilometers long, just tore open in the desert. People thought it was an earthquake, like maybe the ground just gave up. But when scientists showed up, they were like, wait a second, this isn't just a crack, it's the earth literally opening up. That was the birth of what's now called the Afar Rift, part of the East African Rift System, one of the most active tectonic zones on the planet. Imagine standing on land that's slowly tearing apart beneath you. Every few months, you can see the ground shift a little more. Wild, right? What's actually happening under there? So here's what's really going down. The Earth's crust isn't one solid shell. It's made up of these massive puzzle pieces called tectonic plates. They're always moving, sliding, colliding, and sometimes drifting apart. Africa sits mostly on the African plate, but it's starting to split into two new ones. The Nubian Plate, that's the west side, and the Somali Plate, that's the east side. These plates are pulling away from each other at about 7 millimeters per year, slower than your fingernails grow. But in geology terms, that's fast. And as they pull apart, magma from deep below the earth starts pushing upward, breaking the crust and creating a valley. Over time, water will rush in, and boom. That's how you get a new ocean basin. This exact process created the Red Sea millions of years ago. So if you ever wondered how continents break apart, you're watching it happen right now in Africa. What the future looks like, fast forward a few million years. Yeah, this ain't happening overnight. That giant rift will keep widening. The Horn of Africa, countries like Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, and Tanzania will drift away from the rest of the continent. Scientists predict a whole new ocean will form in that gap, separating East Africa from the rest of the continent. Think about it. New coastlines, new islands, new trade routes, new ecosystems. Even the climate could shift. So someday, our grandkids might look at a world map and see two Africas. One eastern, one western, divided by a shiny blue ocean. The human impact. Now, here's the part most people don't think about, how this affects us. If this split keeps growing, major cities could eventually end up near the new coastline. Volcanic activity and earthquakes in that region are already ramping up because of all this tectonic stress. There's even a chance that some volcanic eruptions could reshape the landscape in our lifetime. In fact, scientists have recorded hundreds of small quakes and eruptions along that rift just in the past few decades. It's like the Earth's giving us sneak previews of the breakup before the big finale. And while we might not see a full ocean in our lifetime, it's insane to realize we're living at the very beginning of a process that'll define the planet's future geography. Why this is so freaking cool. Look, most of us go through life thinking Earth is just solid, like the land doesn't change. Mountains are mountains, continents are continents, right? But nah, this planet's alive, man. It's always moving, breathing, shifting. The same forces tearing Africa apart are the ones that built the Himalayas, split South America from Africa, and created the Atlantic Ocean. We're just lucky enough to live in a time where we can watch it starting to happen. It's like catching the first episode of the longest documentary in the universe, and it's still being filmed. The bigger picture. Here's the big question. Could this happen elsewhere? Technically, yeah. Rifting happens in a bunch of places, like Iceland, where you can literally walk between two continents. But the East African Rift is special because it's massive, thousands of kilometers long, and it's showing clear signs of turning into an oceanic boundary. That's why geologists are losing their minds over it. It's like watching the Earth hit a reset button in slow motion. Wrap it up. So, yeah, Africa's splitting in half, a new ocean's forming. And the Earth? It's far from done evolving. The next time you look at a map, just remember, it's not permanent. Those lines and borders we see, they're just temporary art on a living, breathing planet. That blew your mind even a little bit. Hit that like button, drop a comment saying Earth is wild, and subscribe for more insane geography and history deep dives. We got more crazy Earth stories coming your way, from disappearing islands to real-time continental shifts. Till then, stay curious, stay awesome, and keep your feet on solid ground, while it still is.